Your business can be made or broken on the people that you hire. The only way to scale it is through great people, and the only way to undermine it is to hire B players and C players. If you're serious about it, you don't just let chance and the numbers game determine the outcome. Get out there and look for them and fight for the talent that you deserve, versus thinking that you can just post something on a job board and it'll eventually happen. Employees, people who have these skills that you need in your business, they have more options than ever. There's no longer, 2 or 3 big businesses in your town that employ 90% of the people. You have a lot of competition. You have a ton of other people hiring the same types of roles that you're hiring for. I'll give you an example. I did a search for software engineer in Austin, Texas on the site Indeed, the job board. 4,500 results, 4,500 job ads came back for software engineer in Austin, Texas, which means that 4,500 gatekeepers. So employers need to understand what it's like in a competitive market when the demand is so high and the supply cannot meet the demand. We were struggling a little bit to attract the right talent. And I don't remember even how I came to this idea. I just remember that I saw a video somewhere and it clicked with me that, hey, we're just literally posting job ads and hoping people read the whole job ad and think, okay, that seems like a place I'd like to apply. And I thought about using video. And what I did was I leveraged our internal marketing team, which was literally just like 2 or 3 people at the time, got them to set up a camera. And then I, kind of twisted the arms of a few of the people on my staff, got them to go and sit with our marketing team for 5-10 minutes, answer a couple questions. Within a week, the marketing team had put together a really cool culture video with some B-roll of our office space, of people eating lunch together, along with those interviews and along with the people's responses to those questions. And it became this amazing asset that we had, where if I'm thinking about applying to a job, and I see the people that actually work there talking about working there, I've got a much clearer picture than I do if you just tell me that you offer 401k matching and 3 weeks of vacation.
And free lunch
yes,
on
and
Friday.
snacks on top.
I always see that
on top of snacks.
Snacks are important.
Yep. One of the things that I learned in my business early on, one of the little tricks to sort of get noticed in the marketplace was to look at the calendar of national days that we don't think of, these unofficial official holidays, and to post things relevant to your business about those holidays. So yeah, if there's a National Intern Day, or what is it, the Executive Assistant
we had that
Appreciation Day, all of those sorts of things. If you keep an eye on those and you just make a quick post about it, maybe take a picture of your intern team and post that on National Interns Day, people are going to see that. They're going to notice it's going to stand out more than posting again on a job board.
Right.
If you're looking to hire an A player, you're probably looking to hire somebody who likes to win, who likes to succeed, who likes to achieve. So show people how they can win, how they can achieve, and then on top of those outputs, I like to talk about outcomes, which is if I, as an engineer, deploy product to production, and it's a particular product feature, what is the expectation of how that product feature is going to benefit your customers? How's it going to benefit the company? Is it going to increase revenue? Is it going to cut costs? How's it going to benefit my colleagues, myself? These activities and tasks that we're performing on a day-to-day basis, they lead somewhere, and they lead to some deliverables, and those deliverables produce outcomes or impact for a large number of parties. Like I said, customers, company, colleagues. By laying that out, you can actually paint a picture that people will say, oh yeah, I could see myself in that role and I could produce that value, as opposed to, yeah, I can check all the boxes of performing those tasks. The first step is to use an applicant tracking system. Use one system, pay a subscription, they're not that expensive, and make sure you've got all of your candidates, all of your applicants in one place. All too often I've seen companies small and large using Google Docs, an Excel spreadsheet, and an applicant tracking system or an ATS. Everything is all over the place, and when you're disorganized, you're not going to be that efficient. The second thing that you need to do is, before you go out there looking for somebody, get crystal clear on who and what it is you need and why. the more specific you can get, the more likely you are to find your ideal candidate early on. If you're overly vague and you say, for example, I need a project manager with 4 years of experience, you cut it off then. You're gonna get a ton of people applying. And as a small business, you don't have the bandwidth and the time to go searching for a needle in a haystack. And that leads me to the third tip, which is to leverage the one thing that you have that nobody else in the world has. And that's your network. Your employees, your former employees, your professional colleagues, special interest groups or other organizations you're a part of. Leverage your network. And when you're crystal clear and you know what you want, you can go out and ask people that know you and trust you, you're way more likely to find the people you need without wasting a ton of time and manpower. If you ever see a job ad or a social media post where somebody says, we're looking for a rock star, ninja, visual designer for an exciting opportunity at our rapidly growing startup with an amazing culture, even things like must be well organized, a great communicator. These sorts of things that are kind of vague and they're fluffy marketing words, and it's almost like we feel like we need to check the boxes, and we have to call it an exciting opportunity because otherwise people will think it's not an exciting opportunity. But what makes it an exciting opportunity? What do you mean by ninja rockstar? Can you objectively describe the kind of expertise and skills that would qualify someone for ninja rockstar status? But yeah, so I know what people are trying to mean when they say ninja, somebody who's just quick and precise and things like that. But these words are so overused now. So maybe getting more specific would really help people decide if you're really looking for somebody with a lot of expertise or if you're just throwing buzzwords around. Again, my name is Shaun P. Martin, and you can find me on every social media platform at Shaun P. Martin, except for on Facebook. That was already taken, so on Facebook it's at Martin Shaun P. Also, you can read about 75 different strategies to improve your hiring by checking out my book, Hack Your Hiring, which is available on Amazon. And also, you can learn all about the 5 components of high performance hiring by going to hiringtraining.com/crash course. I also host a podcast that is all about helping people find profession with purpose. The name of the podcast is Rebase, which is a technical term for integrating code with other code. So Rebase is all about integrating your work life with the rest of your life. And that is available wherever you get your podcast fix. People are searching for a technological solution to what is ultimately a human condition. Recruiting is a human process. And I think that the more we take the humanity out of it, the worse that it gets. So the best perspective shift I can think of is, how would you treat people if you wanted them to just be bending over backwards wanting to work for you? How would you pay them? What benefits would you offer them? Not perks like snacks and things like that, but what actual benefits would you offer them? How would you handle total compensation? Would you offer bonuses? Would you, how would you treat people if you wanted them to come and work for you and stay with you for a while? Instead of paying the absolute minimum and hoping that somebody will come in the door, how would you go after the people that can help you achieve your vision?